स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Namaskar to all of you. Welcome to the study of Devi Mahatmyam or Chandi or Durga Saptashati. Now, we had completed the study of the first chapter, which was pertaining to Mother Mahakali, one who is the ruler of the quality called Tamas. Tamas is not just inertia or it is not just sleep, but it is divine rest, where during the dissolution, pralaya, the Divine Mother gives us rest. So in the creation and in the maintenance, we have a lot of activity. The Divine Mother in dissolution gives rest. So that Mother, who is the ruler of this quality called Tamas, Mahakali, we shall sing the glory, the Mahakali Dhyanam, and we shall go to the second chapter, study of the second chapter. Please, we shall repeat, please repeat this verse of the Mahakali Dhyanam after me. Om Khadgam Chakragadeshu Chapaparighan Om Khadgam Chakragadeshu Chapaparigan Shulam Bhushundim Shiraha Shulam Bhushundim Shiraha Shankham Sandhadatim Karaistrinayanam Shankham Sandhadatim Karaistrinayanam Sarvanga Bhushavritam Sarvanga Bhushavritam Yam Hantum Madhukaitabhau Jalaja Bhustuštava Sukte Harau Yam Hantum Madhukaitabhau Jalaja Bhustuštava Sukte Harau Nilashmadyutimasya Padadashakam Seve Mahakalikam Nilashmadyutimasya Padadashakam Seve Mahakalikam. So from the next class onwards, we will be not chanting this Mahakali Dhyanam because we are going to the study of the second chapter of the Madhyama Charitra, which pertains to Mahalakshmi. So we will be today learning the meditation verse on Mahalakshmi, and then in the next chapter, until we finish this Madhyama Charitra, second and third, fourth, some of the chapters, we will be chanting only Mahalakshmi Dhyanam. After we finish that, we go to the next one, that is Mahasaraswati Dhyanam. Today, Mahakali Dhyanam will be the end. Today we will also learn Mahalakshmi meditation Dhyanam. So since we are stopping chanting the Mahakali Dhyanam, we will go through the meaning of it. Meditation of Mahakali. I resort or I take surrender. I surrender at the feet of Mother Mahakali, who has 10 faces, 10 legs, and holds in her hands the sword, disc, mace, arrows, bow, club, spear, missiles, human head, and conch, who is three-eyed, adorned with ornaments on all her limbs, and luminous like a blue jewel. You can note here the Divine Mother here, that is Mahakali, is shining like the blue jewel. When it comes to Mother Mahalakshmi, she is described as the color of coral. I will come to that when we study that day. And whom Brahma, the creator, Brahma, extolled, glorified in order to destroy the demons Madhu and Kaitava. When Vishnu, Lord Vishnu was in mystic sleep, that is Yoga Nidra. We ended the first chapter, Pratama Adhyaya, as Iti Shri Markandeya Purane Savarnike Manvantare Devi Mahatmye Madhukaita Bhavado Nama Pratamodhyaya. That was the end of the first chapter. So what was the meaning? Here ends the first chapter called The Slaying of the Demons Madhu and Kaitaba of Devi Mahatmya in Markandeya Purana during the period of Savarni the Manu. Now, this is a little puzzling for all of us. I had, in the beginning of the study of first chapter, had gone through in details about this Manvantara. What is this Savarni Manvantara? Let us again study it. When I finish the chanting portion and come to the meaning, explanation of the meaning, I will take up this particular thing, that is Savarni Manvantare, the period of Savarni the Manu. What is that? Why are we mentioning at every end of this chapter? We will be mentioning that Savarni Manvantara, Savarni Manvantara. So we should know what is Savarni Manvantara, because that explains the concept of time in our Sanatana Dharma or Hinduism. How progressive, how forward our scientists, the great rishis were. The concept of time is so wonderful, so beautiful. So we have to study it. We should at least, I can introduce that study to you. So all this is in detail studied in astrology, Jyotish Shastra. And in all our Puranas, all these terms of concept of time will come. In other religions, the concept of time is linear. Only this life. We are born, we will live, and we die, and we have to wait till the doomsday or the judgment day. When that judgment day comes, Lord will come. In the Semitic religions, they teach like that. And he will decide who has committed sins and who has done good deeds according to their books, then what will happen? People who have committed sins will be doomed to hell, and people who have committed good deeds will go to heaven. That's all. It's a linear process. There ends. It is like a straight line. But in Hinduism, time is not linear. It is cyclic. In geometry or in science, there is no concept of straight line at all. Says Swami Vivekananda, there is no thing called straight line. Why does Swami Vivekananda tell this? In geometry, we study that there is a straight line. Vivekananda tells, you infinitely stretch a straight line, what will it become? Now, stand here and walk straight. Don't move even a little that side, just walk straight. What will happen? You will circle the whole earth. So, there is no straight line. Everything is cyclic. If you walk on the straight line, if you stretch straight line infinitely, it will become a circle. Anything, even in the outer space, movement of the earth, movement of sun, movement of the stars, movement of the galaxies, everything is cyclic. So what is straight line then? Straight line is a small stretch on the circumference of the circle. That is called straight line. So there is no concept of straight line at all, says Swami Vivekananda. So straight line stretched infinitely will become a circle. So everything is cyclic. Life is cyclic. Nitrogen, cyclic. Everything, it is cyclic in this universe. So our rishis and munis in our Sanatana Dharma have found out our life is also cyclic. We die. Okay, that is not the end of our life. We are given many chances to improve ourselves. You might have committed sins. You might have committed wrong deeds. Nothing to worry. You are given more chance to improve. It's called process of evolution. So you will go on and on until you become perfect. You have to go. Everything is cyclic. So I will talk about that concept of time afterwards. Now let us go to learn the chanting of Maha Lakshmi Dhyanam and also 10 verses or 5 verses from the second chapter. In our book, the Devi Mahatmyam, which has transliteration in English, I think everyone has that with you, the page number 24. Ataha Madhyama Charitam. This is the Madhyama means middle, center. The chapter, the whole of Durga Saptashati, because it has 700 verses, it is called Sapta means 7, Shata means 100. That's why this text is also called Durga Saptashati. So, in that, it has been divided into 3 parts. What is that? First is the first part, middle part, and the last part. So, now we are entering into the Madhyama Charita, middle portion. Who is the deity or the Divine Mother? Aspect of that one Divine Mother is now taking the form, another aspect, that is Mahalakshmi. The governing deity of this Madhyama Charita or the second chapter is Mahalakshmi. How does this word Lakshmi come from? Earlier it was Kali or Kali. Where did this word come from? See, it is so meaningful. Kali come from the term Kala. What is Kala? Time. Kala means time. So she is the governing principle of time. There is another name of Lord Shiva also, Kala. Shiva's name is Kala. Kali is the feminine aspect of that time. So she is the governing. Have you seen Lord Shiva wearing the moon, crescent moon on his head, the Divine Mother also is wearing the crescent moon, indicating I am the controller of time. Chandrasekhara, I am the controller of time. Another aspect of moon is I am the controller of mind also. Why? The concept of time exists only in your mind. Without the mind, there is no concept of time. What is time? Have you ever thought of any time? I have explained that many a time. See how many times we have used the word time? Many times. Have you thought of time any time? See, every time we are using the word time. Have you thought of what is this time? Anybody? Have you gone deeper and thought what is this time? We are wearing such beautiful watches, Rolex and that and this, but we don't follow the time. What is this time? We have such big clock there, wall clock, everything. Have you ever thought what is this time? See, in the watch or on the clock, what is there? 2 needles will be there. Will be moving. One, the minute and the hour. So when it moves, that is divided as second, minutes, hours. So what is time? So they tell time is the space between 2 events. For the time to exist, there should be 2 events, happenings, without which there is no concept of time. So you can see the moon. Today we worshipped, we sang Ramnam Sankirtan. Why? Because it was Ekadashi, the 11th Tithi. To go out and watch the moon, moon has particular shape. Tomorrow will be Dwadashi. Then moon will improve. Where is moon improving to? It is going towards Purnima, full moon. Then it goes on decreasing. Then it will be again the Paksha, that is called Krishna Paksha, going to no moon. So see, event, 2 event, the day, that is called time. Tithi, we call Tithi for that. So we still further divide 24 hours into those things, hours, minutes, seconds. So events, for the time to exist, there should be 2 happenings or events. So between the gap between 2 events is called time. Suppose now you are on the earth, you see the movement of sun. Sun doesn't move around the earth, earth is moving around the sun, moon is rotating around the earth. So that happens. So that is also event. Now suppose you are thrown out of this earth into infinite space. Then how will you see the event? You cannot see day and night. You are completely in darkness. So now it will be the movement of stars. Still deeper, galactic movements. So time, you can see the movement. There should be 2 events, without which you cannot know what is time. There was one Mataji. Her name was Swatmaramanandaji. I had gone to meet her in the Himalayas. She was a great soul. She walked all through thousands of kilometers to do tapasya. She was guided by, she was a great devotee of Lord Krishna. At her age of 18, she went to her house, walked and walked and walked, went to Himalayas and went to the Tapovan. In the high ranges of Himalaya, she made a kutir, stayed there for 15 years. And in the winter, there would be 2 meters of ice covering her door or windows. When she wanted fresh air and see outside world, because she is always thinking of God, she told me, I had been to her, she told, when she had to take a pickaxe or something and break the ice and come out, 2 meters of ice like stone, you break it and come out, then she tells, I had lost concept of time. Because it may be stars, I may be seeing night. Each time I come, I may be seeing only night. I may be not seeing day at all. So I had lost the concept of time. You can see if you travel a long distance in the aeroplane from America to Africa to India, what happens? You will have jet lag. Why? You lose the concept of time. So, the time is, there should be two events. If there is no event taking place, when you realize God, when you go beyond time, when you go beyond mind in God, there is no event taking place. So there is no time at all, concept of time. So now we have understood in this creation, there is time. Very, very important. So Mother Kali is the controller of this creation. That's why, and dissolution. So she is the supreme governing deity of time. That's why she gets the name Mahakali. Mahakala means Lord Shiva. Kali means the Divine Mother. So likewise, we are now studying Mahalakshmi. She is the ruling deity of the quality called Rajas activity. Now, why did she get the name Lakshmi? What is the root word? It comes from the root word Lakshya. What is Lakshya? Goal. The goal of life. She gives us activity, karma, desire, fulfilling our desires. She gives us wealth, all types of wealth. Why should we eat that, enjoy that, and keep quiet and sleep and lead a very wasteful life of just only enjoyment? No. After fulfilling all your desires, you should come to know there is no meaning in that. You should get vairagya, renunciation in that, and turn yourself towards the goal of your life, the highest goal. So she guides us towards our goal. Lakshya means goal, the goal of life. That's why her name is Lakshmi. She will give all the wealth and all the enjoyments in this life through our activities, Rajas. What for? Is it to just continue to enjoy that and keep quiet? No. To turn our life towards the goal, the highest goal of life, that is God realization. What is God realization? To know your true nature. What is that? To know that I am one with God, I am the child of God, I am Brahman, I am Atman, I am Paramatman. That is the highest goal. So that is Lakshmi. Lakshmi, the root word Lakshya, one who turns us, giving all the wealth and activity and everything, fulfilling all our desire, who turns our mind towards the goal of our life, highest goal, that is God realization. So now you have come to know Lakshmi. All these days what you thought? Lakshmi means she will give some money, she will be sitting there, from the hands money will be coming down, she will be 2 elephants there, she will be giving all whatever we want. See, such higher meaning is there. To go deeper, deeper, then we will enjoy our religion. So that is Lakshmi, Mahalakshmi. Now we will meditate on her aspect. So in the page 24, we are going to Mahalakshmi Dhyanam, meditation on Mahalakshmi. So it starts with Om. The sound Om represents the divinity, Ishvara or the Lord, because it has all the gamut of sound. What is that? Om has 3 syllables. What is that? A, that is the beginning of sound. U, it rolls, so it's the middle portion, it covers everything. Ma is the end. A, U, Ma. So the whole gamut of sound is covered by it. There is no sound which can be produced other than this Om. That's why it is considered to be the highest representation of the divinity that is Lord. That's why we utter Om. It has this 3 syllable. A, U, rolling. Ma, end. Beginning, creation. U, it is that after the creation, sustenance, maintenance. Ma, end, pralaya. See, everything is there in Om. So that's why it is representing, highest the sound representation of God is Om. So Om, so what is the first letter here or the word? akshasrak parushum gadeshu kulisham padmam dhanuhu kundikam dandam shaktimasim cha charma jalajam ghantam sura bhajanam शूलं पाश सुदर्शने च दधतीं हस्तैः प्रवालप्रभां सेवे सैरिभ मर्दिनीम् इह महालक्ष्मीं सरोजस्थिताम्. So how is she? What is she holding? What is her form which we have to meditate? That is being explained. I just gave you every bit and word of it. Now let us try to learn how to chant this meditation on Mahalakshmi. It's called Mahalakshmi Dhyanam. Let us repeat it now. Om Akshasrak Parushum Gadeshu. Om Akshasrak Parushum Gadeshu Kulisham Padmam Dhanukundikam. Gadeshu Kulisham Padmam Dhanum Kundikam. Dandam Shaktimasim. Dandam Shaktimasim cha charma jalajam ghantam surabhajanam Shulam pasha sudarshane cha dhadatim hastaihi pravala prabham seve sairibha mardinim iha mahalakshmim sarojasthitam. This is the verse on the meditation on Mahalakshmi Dhyanam. We will go on learning. In every next class we will be chanting this Mahalakshmi Dhyanam. Now, what is the meaning of this meditation on Mahalakshmi? I resort to, I worship, I bow down to, or I surrender at the feet of Mahalakshmi. Who is she? The destroyer of Mahishasura, the demon who had the head of a buffalo. That's why Mahisha means buffalo. The destroyer of Mahishasura, who is seated, the Divine Mother is seated on lotus, is of the complexion of coral. So, see, there it was, the Divine Mother was blue jewel. Here, see, everything has some meaning. The color, what is color? The sun, you see sun rays which come out, it looks as if it is white. If you pass that white light through the prism or the sunlight, you can't call even white light. It's colorless. The light is colorless. When you pass that sunlight through the prism, what does it do? It opens up into 7 colors. What are they? You know that. How are you to remember that? Vibgyor or Vibjay or whatever you can tell. Violet, indigo, blue, all that thing. Then before that there is the energy thing. It is called ultraviolet and infrared. Infrared, after the red, last color, there is the infrared. Before starting is violet, before that it is ultraviolet. What is that? It is the frequency of energy. Light energy is broken up into this frequency. So the energy level, the pockets, light can also be in packets. It has both the qualities. In physics, if you study light, it shows that light, in Newtonian physics, you can see that light has both the qualities. What is this? Particle theory and wave theory. So energy, it is energy. So now light will be divided into different energies. colors. So color is indicating that energy. So the Divine Mother here, as the Kali, has that blue color, blue jewel. Now here you can see Mother is given like that color is coral. What is that color of the coral? I will tell you. The color, that coral color is a shade of orange pink. It's combination of red, yellow and pinkish tones. The color itself is a warm and vibrant hue. So now we have seen what is that coral color. So now you can imagine how the Divine Mother has that color. Kali, you know, you have seen Kali Mother is blue or black in color. You've seen that, just like the ocean, or Krishna also. Krishna itself meaning dark in complexion. So here the Divine Mother's complexion is something different, like the coral. So I've explained about that. Now in the meditation, it's given, I resort to Mahalakshmi, the destroyer of Mahishasura, who is seated on the lotus, is of the complexion of coral, and who holds in her 18 hands. She has 18 hands. There is Durga, Ashtabudha Durga, 8 hands. Dashabhuja Durga, 10 hands. Like that, so many hands you can see. What is this hands? Why should Mother have so many hands? There in Kali, Mahakali Dhyanam, she had 10 heads. She had so many legs, so many hands. Why in our Hindu pantheon we see the deities having so many hands, so many legs, so many faces? What is the meaning of it? We will come to the inner significance. Now I have explained it earlier while I was talking about the Mahakali Dhyanam. But again, because you have to understand it in a deeper way, I'm going to explain about it now. But before that, we will see what are those, what is she holding in her 18 hands. What is Mahalakshmi? See, first of all, you have to meditate upon her. What is she now? She is the one who has destroyed the demon Mahishasura, who is seated on the lotus. Now in the meditation you can see the Divine Mother is seated on the lotus. Then what is her color? She is of the complexion of the coral. I told you what is the coral complexion. That is the shade of orange, pink, combination of red, yellow and pink. Then the color itself is warm and vibrant. All that thing I explained, coral. And he holds in her hands, 18 hands, rosary, japamala in one hand. Then axe, the weapon axe, to cut the wood or to cut anything, axe. Mace, gade or gada. Don't tell the Hindi word gadha. If you met gadha, then it is donkey. Don't take that. It is gada, not the Mahaprana gadha. It is gada. Gada means mace. Vishnu is called Gadadhara. Why? He is the wielder of the mace. He is having Bhima and Duryodhana. They were fighting with that Gada. Any other deity who has that Gada? Hanuman, your favorite deity, he is also having Gada. So Mother, in one hand, she is holding that mace, Gada. Then arrow, thunderbolt, lotus, bow. When bow is there, arrow should be there. Then picture. Picture means pot. Rod, like a club or a rod, like a weapon. Shakti. What is the Shakti? Shakti means power. But here, when you tell about the weapons, Shakti means, here in South Africa, the Tamil-speaking people worship Kartikeya or Muruga. What does he hold as a weapon? Veil. That's why it's called Veil Muruga. What is this veil? Veil means spear. So that spear is called Shakti. Spear, which is held by Muruga or Kartikeya or Subramanya, the child of Lord Shiva and Parvati. He's having a weapon that is called Shakti. In Tamil, they call it as veil. But in Sanskrit, that is called Shakti. So, Mother is also holding a spear, which is called Shakti. Then sword. shield, conch, bell, wine cup, trident. Trident is Trishula. Noose is Pasha. And the discus, what is discus? Sudarshana Chakra. Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu, they are having this Sudarshana Chakra. So mother is holding 18 different objects in her 18 hands. So that is the meditation verse. Now we should know, why is mother sitting on the lotus? Why is so much of importance is given to lotus in Hinduism, in Sanatana Dharma? That also should be known by all of us. It is because, where does the lotus grow? It grows in water, mud, slush, dirty place, mud. So wherever there is lotus, you should know that is slushy, muddy water mixed with this thing. So while you are going to take lotus or pluck the lotus from the water, should be careful. You may get stuck up in the slush. If you go there, enter, you should be very careful. So now it grows in dirt, slush and water. Now on the leaf and also on the lotus petals, on the flower, if you pour water, though water can make your cloth or your body wet, if you pour it on lotus, it is growing in water, mud, slush. If you pour water or muddy water on that, it doesn't stick. You take the lotus or the leaf of the lotus, put water on that, it will become like a pearl and roll down. It doesn't stick at all to the leaf or the flower. So what does that indicate? You be in the world, but don't stick to worldliness. Be with everybody. Do all the activity. Be in the world, like lotus. Lotus is in the mud, in the dirt, in the filthy area with water, but it never allows the water or the dirt to stick to it. What does it indicate? What should we learn? Why in all the deities' hand there will be lotus? Why they are sitting in the lotus? For us it is an indication, be in the world, but don't get stuck to worldliness. That is the indication of lotus. That's why while meditating, we meditate on the lotus, God sitting on the lotus. In your heart also you meditate on the lotus. Why is that? Be in the world, but don't be worldly. The boat should be in the water, but the water should not be in the boat. What happens if the water enters the boat? It will sink. Likewise, you can be in the water, in the dirt, in the maya, in the quagmire, in all the worldly things. You can be, but be detached. Like how? Like lotus. Even if it stays in water, dirt and everything, it doesn't stick. Master also in the gospel gives another example of fish. It also stays in the mud. Amongst the mud, it will be swimming in the mud itself. Some of the fishes stay in the mud, but it never sticks the dirt or mud to its skin. Likewise, lotus is always taken in Hinduism to show us, be in the world. Never allow worldliness to enter in. That is the indication. Now you might have grasped a little of why so much of importance is given to lotus. Why all the deities are holding lotus or sitting on lotus. Everything. Why lotus, lotus? Why is the national flower of India lotus? Why the BJP or the parties having the lotus as a flower and all this lotus? Now you know why. So, be in the world, be in the everything, mud, everything, be amongst your father, mother, children, wife, husband, everything, be in the world. But don't get attached to anybody, only get attached to God and God alone. That is the idea of lotus. So, mother is sitting on the lotus. So now we will see what is the idea of so many hands, so many legs, so many faces. I will take you through that. It is very interesting. Let us see what is the meaning of so many. even other deities too. In Hinduism, many people may criticize us for idol worship and tell that, oh, in your this thing, it is unbiological, and so many hands, so many faces, so many legs. How can that be? It is unbiological. Your gods and goddesses are just legendary or mythology, false, everything. They may criticize you. So, first of all, we should know the deeper inner meaning of what is all these things. Then you will be in a position to tell them, explain it to them. It is not that. This is the idea behind that. So first of all, if you don't know about your own religion, then how will you defend? How will you explain? So that's how our parents are giving away our children to their children to other religion. They will get converted and they will go away from our religion. So first of all, our parents should know, and they should be in a position to teach their children. Let us now see what is the meaning. I resort to Mahalakshmi, who has so many hands, who is sitting on the lotus. I explained to you about the lotus. Now, why so many faces, 10 face, 100 face? So that is, being in one place, she can perceive so many faces, so many eyes, meaning she can, being in one place, she can perceive and know and communicate everywhere. That is the idea of so many faces. Why many faces in the gods of Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma? It is not that unbiological thing. No, the idea is being in one place. God is present everywhere. He can know, he can communicate. In one place, even though he's in one place, he can know what is happening everywhere. He can see what is happening everywhere. He can communicate anywhere. That is the idea of many faces. Okay, now you came to know about many faces. What is that summary of it? That means God is omnipresent. God is omniscient. Omnipresent means present everywhere, and omniscient means he knows everything. That is the idea of having many faces. About the many faces of Kali, I have told this humor long back, but I think you will forget all those things. So I will replenish your memory of that beautiful thing of Mahakali. You know, in Kali there is Dakshina Kali, who is little Bhadra Kali, and Dakshina Kali is very benign, but she is having another very fierce aspect. Rudra Kali, fierce aspect, very difficult to see. There is one more aspect that is called Smashana Kali, who always resides in the cremation ground or the graveyard and other things. Should be very fierce aspect. Now, there was one great port in southern part of India, in the court of Krishnadevaraya, Vijayanagara Empire, which ruled for 300 years. Almost half or 3/4 of India was ruled, stopping the Islamic invasion coming down to South India. So it was started by a great rishi, one of the Shankaracharya Vidyaranya. Through his spiritual power, he created this Vijayanagara Samrajya or empire. And that one of the famous king was Krishnadevaraya. His court witty poet was there. His name was Tenali Ramakrishna. Name was Ramakrishna. He was from a village in Andhra Pradesh called Tenali. So he called Tenali Ramakrishna. He was not only a poet, he was also a witty poet, very humorous. So there will be a lot of humorous people in the kingdom, because the king will have so much of problems. They will make the things lighter by their wit and humor. So king would always keep one witty person in their court. So he was a witty poet. He was a very great scholar, poet, and also a witty poet. So Tenali Ramakrishna, in his childhood, he was a dullard. He was very poor. So he couldn't get anything. It was difficult for him to get education. He was a boy of 6 or 7 at that time. So he wanted to come out of his poverty. He wanted to get higher education in Sanskrit, Vedas, and other Panditya scholarly things. So he was wondering, I don't have money. I'm from such a poor family. What shall I do? He was a Brahmana from the highest caste, but no money, poverty. So he went and pleaded, asked mother, no help. Then somebody guided him. Go and get the grace of Smashana Kali. It's very easy to please her. Take this mantra, do that, sit in the graveyard or the cremation ground and repeat this so many times. You will have the vision, the fierce aspect of Mother Kali. Then you can ask whatever you want, she will give the boon. Whether you want scholarship, whether you want education, all that thing you can get. Very small boy of 6 or 7, innocent. No fear. Children do not have fear, you see. He had faith. So he took up that mantra from that guru, went to the cremation ground and started. Though it is a humorous story, it happened. So he sat in this. It's very difficult for us to go to the cremation ground. Even if you take the name of cremation ground or graveyard, you will tell, no, don't talk about it now. You will be so afraid of it. This boy boldly went with faith and sat there in the cremation ground in the midnight and started repeating the name of Divine Mother Kali, that is the Smashana Kali. He was repeating. After he repeated so many times, then the fierce aspect of Kali, Mahakali, the Smashana Kali, appeared before him. Anybody else, if they would have seen that fierce teeth that with so much of blood curdling appearance and that all that thing and the sound, somebody would have had a heart attack and died on the spot. But this fellow, this small child, looking at that mother's fierce aspect, instead of getting afraid, he started laughing and smiling and falling on the ground. When you get too much of laugh, what will you do? You cannot stand or sit. You will catch hold of your stomach and roll on the ground. So this fellow couldn't contain his laughter. He started falling on the ground and rolling with laughter. Now it was the turn of the Mother Kali, Smashana Kali, to be surprised. Anybody who sees me will get afraid and they will get a heart attack or they die. And this fellow, this small lad of 7 or something, he's laughing at me. So she was surprised. And then he asked him, "Bhai, hey lad, why are you laughing at me? What is the reason?" Then this boy told, "Oh mother, my mother, biological mother, when I get cold and cough, through the nose, Ganga, Yamuna will be flowing down. When you get cold in the small children, you see, one nose, it will come down and you go to clean it, the mother will go to clean it and it will go up inside and it will come through the another this thing. So we tell Ganga, Yamuna flowing through the nose when you get cold and all that thing, running nose. So the babies, the mother has to take so much of care to clean the nose. Isn't it? You have seen that. As mothers, you will be knowing it. Everybody will be knowing the small children when they have the cold. So much of trouble for the mother. All her cloth and kerchief and so much of the tissue paper will be wasted cleaning. Now, this fellow, in those days there was no tissue paper, only cloth and other things. The mother used to use the pallu or the sari to clean the children. So now, this fellow is imagining, if my mother, when I get cold, or any other mother, while the babies have the cold, they have to take so much of trouble to clean the nose of this thing. If this Mother Kali, she is having hundreds of faces and 100 noses. If she gets cold, how will her mother manage her? How will the mother of Kali, if she gets cold and the Ganga Yamuna is flowing through her nose, how will her mother clean? See, innocent imagination of that child, 7 years old lad. So thinking about the problem of your mother, I got so much of laughter. So I fell on the ground and thinking, imagining the condition of your mother, I am laughing. So Mother Kali also became happy. This fellow is laughing at me. Okay, I will not curse you, but you wanted to become a poet, a great Sanskrit scholar, isn't it? Like a punishment to you, not a punishment, a very good punishment. You will become a witty poet because you laughed at me, isn't it? So you will be making other people laugh. So you will become a witty poet. She gave the boon and went away. So likewise, there with the faces, 100 faces, 10 faces of the mother, I told you it is omniscient. She can communicate. She can see everywhere. Being in one place, she can know everything. Omniscient, omnipresent. But I just told a humorous story just to bring out of that aspect and know what is that so many faces. Now we'll go to the other aspect of the Divine Mother, and what is that? Why 10 legs or so many other hands? Meaning has limitless capacity to move in various ways, reach any place in no time. That is the meaning of so many legs. I will again keep it in your mind properly. When you see so many legs, so many hands of any deities in Hinduism, what is the meaning of it? The meaning is the Divine Mother or our gods, they have limitless capacity to move in various ways, reach any place in no time when God has to come and protect the devotees. Okay, you have come to know why many legs. Now, think of her and she's there. Meditate on her, call her, she's there for you to protect you. That is the idea. She can present, manifest herself anywhere, anytime. And now, why does she hold so many arms in her, weapons in her hands? She holds in her hands 10 hands or 18 hands, swords, disc, mace, arrows, bow, club, spear, all that thing I explained just now. Meaning, she is all powerful. She is all powerful. Not only that, she is all capable, and she is omnipotent. There I told omniscient, omnipresent. Present everywhere. Then omniscient means all knowledgeable. She knows everything because of the head, 10 heads or 100 heads. Here with many hands means potent, means omnipotent, means all powerful. That is the idea. All capable. See, when you see the Divine Mother now, you will think, my mother. See, for a small child, when even the biggest of the rowdy or something comes and threaten that child, what will the child tell? Wait, I'll call my mother. My mother will punish you. That fellow may be a very big, wrestler, but it thinks the mother is all powerful. And it's true. Our mother, the Divine Mother, is all powerful. That's why she has so many hands, so many weapons. What is the idea? All powerful, all capable, omnipotent. Now, this mother doesn't have. Mahalakshmi is not represented with 3 eyes. But sometimes we see the Divine Mother is represented with 3 eyes. Generally, we have 2 eyes. What is the meaning of the Divine Mother or Shiva having 3 eyes? So I will explain that also, though in the meditation of Mahalakshmi it is not there, but we will understand it. Why did God, Trembakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam, in the Mrityunjaya mantra on Lord Shiva, Trembakam means 3-eyed. Trembake Shive Sarvartha Sadhike, in the Sarva Mangala Mangalye, you tell the Divine Mother is 3-eyed. What is this 3 eyes? Why should God have 3-eyed? Who can perceive, know, and is one with the relative existence, perceivable by the 2 normal eyes, and conceivable by mind, gross, subtle, and causal. Universe pertaining to the 3 states. What are the 3 states? We are now in the waking state. After some time, after 10 o'clock or after you go to the house, what do? Go to sleep. So what is that state? Dream state. First half, you will be dreaming. Then after the dream state, you go. There will be nothing. When in the morning you get up, you tell, I had a wonderful sleep. No dream. That is called Sushupti, dreamless state, Sushupti. So now you have different state, waking state, dream state, and that dreamless state. So they are all the different states. These are all the, the Sanatana Dharmis, the Hindus have found out what are all the 3 different existences. So the 3 eye represent, who is three-eyed, who can perceive, know, and is one with the relative existence, perceivable by the two normal eyes and conceivable by the mind. What is that? Gross, subtle, and causal universe pertaining to the three states of the living beings. What is that? All I told now. And above that, waking, dream and deep sleep, we have one more state, higher state, transcendental existence, the absolute reality perceivable in Turiya state by the living beings with the third eye. The third eye is the spiritual eye of the knowledge, Jnana Chakshu. That's why when Shiva opens his third eye, the person who is there will be burnt. Kama, the lust was burnt by opening the third eye. What is the meaning of that? It is knowledge. When you get knowledge, the ignorance is burnt. Lust is ignorance. So when the Lord opens his third eye, when he gives us the knowledge, what happens? All your ignorance, innocence will be, all the wrong ideas will be, the jealousies, the heartburns, the anger, all those demoniacal qualities will be burnt up. That is the idea of the third eye and the two eyes, three eyes together. That is the concept. So now you have wonderfully understood why our deities, why our gods and goddesses have so many faces, so many eyes, so many faces, so many hands, so many legs. So that is all powerful, all capable, all knowing, omnipotent, omniscient. So if you tell omniscient, omnipotent, what do you understand? So to make you understand, you need a form. So giving this form, you will see, oh my God is all powerful. You get that idea, you get that faith. Then you will start thinking, what is this? You go deeper into the meaning. Then you will come to know God is formless, attributeless, yes, but is all powerful, omniscient, omnipotent, all that thing you will come to know. Otherwise, you will not know. That's why to make it easy, our great rishis and munis have found out, revealed different forms. Don't think it is untrue. You are not moving from falsehood to truth. These are all not false. Suppose now, yesterday, the doctors and the scientists had found some medicines that would remove your headache. Then tomorrow they will tell, we have found out it has a lot of side effects. It will kill you. It will damage your liver. Don't take it. So are the scientists and the doctors taking you through the falsehood? No. So what is Swami Vivekananda telling? We are not moving from falsehood to truth. We are moving from lower truth to higher truth. So in the baby nursery, you will be telling something different. When you go to the higher and higher studies, it will be completely different. Why? You are not telling falsehood to those young children, but it was lower truth. Then you take her to the next higher truth, next higher truth. The highest is Surya. Until then, we have to go through all this evolutionary process. That's why they will be given this form to understand. Then little higher, then only you can go to the formless aspect of God. So that is the idea of all these things, transcendental existence, absolute reality, perceivable in Turiya state. So Gnana Chakshu, the third eye, adorned with ornaments. Why should the Divine Mother be adorned with ornaments on all her limbs? Our gods and goddesses in Hinduism have so much of ornaments. That means who presents and pervades the universe and all beings as Mother Nature, radiating beauty, peace, love, bliss, perfection, and purity. That is the idea of wearing so many ornaments. And luminous like a blue jewel. That means who is pure consciousness, Shuddha Chaitanya, and attracts all the living beings towards her. So now we have studied the meaning of all, so many hands, so many things sitting on the lotus, the different aspects of the deity. I think we have finished our time. Now I have to take you through one more thing. That will take a long time. So I will just give you that concept of time. Manvantara. I told you in the last chapter, we got the term called Manvantara. I told you I have to take you through the concept of time. So now, in Hinduism, in our Sanatana Dharma, we have the concept of Yuga. We have Satya Yuga, or else it is called Krita Yuga. Then we have the Treta Yuga, where Lord Ramachandra was born, and there were 3 avatars in that. So it is called Treta. Tre means 3. 3 aspects of God. That's why it's called Treta Yuga. Then before that, the first Yuga was Satya Yuga, Krita Yuga, Treta Yuga, then Dwapara Yuga, in which Lord Krishna was born. And with Krishna's end, the Dwapara Yuga ended and Kali Yuga started. Now we are in the Kali Yuga, the Iron Age. So now, how many yugas, aeons you can see? Satya Yuga, Krita Yuga, then we have the Treta Yuga, then we have the Dwapara Yuga, then we have the Kali Yuga now. After Kali Yuga ends, there will be a Pralaya dissolution. Everything will be in rest. The whole creation, nothing will be there. So there will be a rest. So this is the concept of, cyclic concept of, one small concept of time in our Hinduism. Is that all? No. See, time expands so beautifully. See, according to Hindu texts, time is cyclic. The history of mankind is divided into 4 ages: Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga, collectively forming that all that 4, that one cycle is called Mahayuga. Then, do you know, it doesn't stop there. See how much, without any help, how our rishis and munis have conceived, the sages, such thing about time. How much of expansion. Now they tell this Mahayuga 4, 71 Mahayuga forms a Manvantara. That's what we studied now, Manvantara. Age of Manu. A period of time over which a Manu presides. From this Manu, we get the name Manava. Even English word man, woman, human, everything comes from this word Manu. Who is this Manu? The first person, he is called the progenitor. From him all the things come. Living beings, he is called Manu. So his 71 Mahayuga, he will be ruling, he will be the one who will take through this creation. Manu presides for the duration of his period. So the duration of this period of one Manu is called one Manvantara. He will be ruling. Each Manu is there are so many Manus, 14 Manus in one day of Brahma, the creator. 14 Manus. So all that name is there. Manu is the archetypal first man, the progenitor of humanity, and also the first king and the lawgiver. Along with the Manu, at everything that along with the Manu there will be, every Manvantara also has its own set of gods, small letter gods, Indra, Chandra, Vayu, Varuna, all that Navagrahas, and also 7 sages, Sapta Rishis. Then 14 Manus, such Manus, 14 Manus reign in one Kalpa. What is Kalpa? Kalpa is a single day in the life of creator Brahma. What is that? It is equivalent of 1000 Mahayuga, at the end of which, that is only one day, 24 hours of Brahma, the creator, at the end of which the creation is destroyed, withdrawn, and is followed by Pralaya, dissolution of equal length. Whatever, all this creation, everything was there, that yuga, so many yugas, so equal time there will be dissolution, nothing. We are all in cold storage. Lord Vishnu will be withdrawing Brahma into himself. Brahma also goes to sleep, and Vishnu also is in Yoga Nidra. That is what in the first chapter we saw about the Yoga Nidra. Then he created Brahma. Then the 2 Madhukaitava came. Vishnu was still in Yoga Nidra. He pleaded to Mother, give up Vishnu. He has to wake up and do his duty. So that was the whole first chapter. Now, we will see little more about this time, because it is not possible for me to tell about that all the aspect of time. I will take you through that in the next class. So now we have pralaya, dissolution of equal length. The creation starts again. So it doesn't stop there. No death, doomsday or judgment day. It doesn't stop. Again, pralaya start. After pralaya, there will be creation. The next kalpa. Next kalpa is 1 day of Brahma, another day of Brahma. In an endless cycle of creations and dissolutions, it goes on and on and on. So now, Kali Yuga, whatever we are living, how many years will be Kali Yuga? 432,000 years. So, like that, I will go on explaining. I will just, because the word term Manvantara came, I will tell the name of all the Manus, 14 Manus will be there in 1 day of Brahma. Who are the 14 Manus? The first Manu is Swayambhu Manu. Second Manu is Swarocishwa Manu. Third Manu is Uttama Manu. Fourth is Tapasa or Tamasa Manu. Fifth one is Raivata. Then sixth Manu is Chakshusha Manu. Then the seventh one is Vaivasvata Manu. Why is this special? What is this person? Now we are in the reign of this seventh Manu called Vaivasvata Manu. This is the current rule of Manu. We are in this. That's why when we are doing puja or havan, when we do the sankalpa, Vaivasvata Manvantare Jambudvipe Bharatakande, you have to tell which is the tithi, which is the nakshatra, which is the masa. So before starting any puja, we have to do the sankalpa. At that time, we tell this name. Which Manvantara we are in? Vaivasvata. This is the seventh Manu current. Which will be the next? Savarani Manvantara. Savarani is the next Manu who will be ruling. Daksha Savarani, next one. The 10th one is Brahma Savarani. 11th one is Dharma Savarani Manu. 12th is Rudra Savarani Manu. 13th is Rauchya or Deva Savarani Manu. 14th is Indra Savarani Manu. These are the 14th Manu. We are in the 7th Manvantara. So now, when this Durga Saptashati is being repeated, they are telling Savarani Manvantare. This happened, all these things happened during the term of Savarani Manvantara. In that, I told you about one king. So, the Divine Mother gives him the blessings and also the boon that in the next Manvantara, you will become the Manu. Because he worshipped the Divine Mother. So for such a long time, he will be the king of not one small kingdom or South Africa or continent of Africa or the whole globe, but the whole creation for the whole long period. I told you about that Manvantara. Who will be the next Manu? It will be that king. And who will be the next Brahma? Given by the boon given by our great Ramachandra? Hanuman. In the next Kalpa, now the Brahma, when his 100 years closes, then the next Brahma will be Hanuman. So, what does it show? That you also, every one of you, as human being, have the capacity to raise yourself to the level of gods and goddesses. By your purity, tapasya, and doing good activities, punya, lot of good activities, helping others, you will evolve and evolve and evolve. And you can occupy the places. Up to Brahma, it is position. Indra, so many Indras were there. The moment he loses his punya, he will go down to the human or some other level. Another person will become the Indra who has done more punya. So up to Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma creation, it is a post. After that, it is not a post. So now you, every one of you, if you do more good deeds, more and more and more good deeds, good activities, punya, then you too can occupy the place of gods and goddesses. So what is religion? Religion is the process by which a brute animal like we are living now like animals. A brute is raised unto man, humanity. From man, you raise yourself to divinity. That is religion. Now, we shall close our discussion on the Devi Mahatmyam by hearing one of the stotras by the gods and goddesses on the Divine Mother Durga.